What do feral people, mysterious vanishings, and the U.S. National Park Service have in common? Well, besides the fact they all sound like the start of a bad campfire story. Actually, it turns out they may all be connected. This is the story of real people who went missing, of officials who stayed quiet about these unexplained disappearances, of creepy sightings, strange footprints, and something, or perhaps someone, living in the woods. Welcome to your deep dive into the missing 411 phenomenon, where logic goes missing, and apparently so do people. Lucas Bennett was a 32-year-old ex-Marine, fitness enthusiast, and part-time vlogger who was confident that he could hike anywhere. In October 2018, he set off on a 4-day solo hike through Smoky Mountains National Park. 2 days into his hike, he simply vanished. Investigators found no signs of struggle. No gear was scattered about, and there were no signs of wild animals. Lucas Bennett seemed to have disappeared into thin air. Search and rescue thoroughly combed the area for 9 days. The only thing they found was his backpack, which was zipped and upright near a small creek. Inside the backpack, they found his satellite phone, a water bottle, and a melted chocolate bar. It was as if he just walked away, or like someone made him disappear. Lucas' disappearance wasn't an isolated incident. In fact, this national park has a disturbingly long history of people going missing. You might be thinking, okay, but people get lost hiking all the time. And they do. But there are some strange things about some of these disappearances that cannot be explained. For example, no scent trails for the dogs. Sudden weather right after a disappearance. Reports of shadowy figures in the woods. Or the real kicker. There's shoes being found, but no feet in them. I feel like shoes found in the woods should have feet in them. Ideally, the feet should also have a body attached to them. If you're keeping score at home, that's classic missing 411 territory. Let's talk about patterns. The kind of patterns that make you go, okay, this doesn't set well with me. David Paulides, the former cop who created the Missing 411 project, identified dozens of overlapping details in hundreds of cases. Granite boulder fields nearby, bodies found in places already meticulously searched, clothing folded neatly, even if it was ragged and dirty, kids found miles away from their campsite. Many of them were barefoot or underdressed despite the freezing temperatures, but other than that, they had sustained no injuries. What are we supposed to do with that? Assume nature is trolling us? At this point, some believe it's not nature at all. It's something living within it. And that brings us to the most controversial theory of all. This next part may sound like a rejected episode of The X-Files, but bear with me. Some say there are feral people in national parks, not just eccentric survivalists, but entire families who live completely off-grid. We're talking no language, no contact, running on all fours, smelling like a petting zoo in July. And occasionally, kidnapping hikers, or even worse, that's the theory at least, based on reports like rangers hearing howls that mimic human speech, campers waking up to see figures peering into tents, footprints with 6 toes, and yes, creepy naked people spotted crawling through the brush like it's the Olympics for goblins. It might sound ridiculous, but rangers have admitted off the record that there are areas they refuse to go into, so if the people who manage the park are scared, maybe you should be too. According to a leaked log from 2021, a pair of park rangers near Klingman's Dome responded to a call about distant screaming. They tracked the sound to a ravine where they saw what they described as a pale, humanoid figure crouching on a rock. When they shone their lights, it bolted into the trees at unnatural speed. The figure left no tracks or blood, but later that week, a hiker went missing in the same area. The hiker's body was never found. They were able to recover his phone, but it was waterlogged and full of corrupted photos. The only photo they could view, while rather blurry, depicted a gray figure hiding in the trees. Was this a coincidence, or was this the same thing the rangers saw? Either way, the incident was scrubbed from official logs, and the area was suddenly closed due to maintenance. Let's ask the obvious. Why doesn't the government talk about this? According to critics, the National Park Service doesn't keep a centralized list of missing persons. Let that sink in. An organization with millions in funding doesn't track how many people have vanished on their land. Many believe they're hiding something. Perhaps it's a fear of public panic, or it could be that they want to protect tourism revenue. Or perhaps it's something much darker, like cooperation with whatever is out there. You don't need to believe in underground labs and reptilian experiments to find that suspicious. You just need common sense. So if not feral people, what else could it be? Let's run down the delicious conspiracy buffet. Bigfoot, of course. He's a classic. Tall, dark, and hairy. A bit camera shy. Or maybe he just hates campers and hikers for invading his space. Wendigo skinwalkers, borrowed from native folklore. Allegedly very fast, predatory, and highly intelligent. Portals to other dimensions, because why not? If I'm going to disappear, this is definitely my first choice. UFO abductions, missing time, strange lights, and bodies dumped miles away. Government experiments gone wrong, HARP, mind control, or blue beam testing zones. Or maybe the forest is just alive and watching. Something that has yet to be explained is happening in our national parks. People are going missing, and it's just not getting the coverage and publicity it deserves. It's infuriating that the explanations we're given simply don't hold up under scrutiny. Are there really feral people living their best life out in the wild? Are these missing 411 cases just a tragic coincidence? Or are we only seeing the tip of something much, much deeper? Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain. If you're hiking alone, don't ignore that feeling you're being watched, because you probably are. Please like and subscribe for similar content. Thank you for watching.